dear students, welcome to Study of Science. In this session, I am going to recall whatever the functional groups you have learned in the carbon and its compound lesson. Let us start with the first functional group which we have learned. We have come to know that there are so many functional groups. Amongst all, the first we have learned was the alkenes. Alkenes are also considered as functional groups. Alkenes are basically unsaturated hydrocarbons. Alkenes are unsaturated hydrocarbons and they are identified by double bond. For example, if this is the longest carbon chain, if the longest carbon chain is consisting of double bond, if it is consisting of double bond, then we consider this double bond as the functional group, and this functional group is alkene. And the remaining position in this longest carbon chain is occupied by hydrogen, since we are talking about hydrocarbons. So alkenes are the first functional group. We can identify alkene, the presence of alkene, by looking at the longest carbon chain and if there is presence of double bond in it. And the next functional group which we have understood was the alkynes. Alkynes are also the unsaturated hydrocarbons. They are also unsaturated. Both alkenes and alkynes, they both are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So to identify alkanes, we need to look if there is triple bond in the longest carbon chain. For example, if there is triple bond between any two carbon atom, then this longest chain is having the functional group alkyne and the remaining position is occupied by hydrogen. If there is presence of triple bond in the longest carbon chain, then we consider it as the functional group alkyne. And the next functional group is alcohol. Suppose if an organic compound is linked to a OH group, for example, take an example of the longest carbon chain. If this longest carbon chain is attached to the OH group, if it is attached to the OH group, then we consider it as the alcohol group and remaining positions are occupied by hydrogen. Alcohol is identified by the presence of OH group in the longest carbon chain. It is very easy. And the next functional group which we have understood was aldehyde. To identify aldehyde in an organic compound, we need to look for the CHO group. For example, take an example of a longest carbon chain which is consisting of CHO group and the remaining positions are occupied by hydrogen. They are occupied by hydrogen. The presence of CHO group. The presence of CHO group indicates there is presence of the functional group aldehyde. The presence of CHO group indicates the presence of functional group aldehyde. So the next functional group was the carboxylic group. It was the carboxylic group. So to identify the carboxylic group, we have to look for COOH group in an organic compound. For example, the longest carbon chain should contain COOH group in it and the remaining positions are occupied by hydrogen. They're occupied by hydrogen. If there is presence of COOH group in the longest carbon chain, then we can say it as there is presence of carboxylic functional group. I repeat, See, if there is presence of COOH in the longest carbon chain, then we can consider that there is presence of carboxylic functional group. And the next we have understood was the ketone group. So ketone group is identified by the presence of C double bond O in it. That will be present in between the longest carbon chain. For example, take an example of the longest carbon chain. And in this longest carbon chain, any of these two carbon, if they are getting attached to a oxygen, then we consider this group as the ketone group. The presence of ketone group is identified by C double bond O. It is been identified by C double bond O. Similarly, whereas the other places in the longest carbon chain is occupied by hydrogen. They are occupied by hydrogen. So these are the simplest way that we can identify the functional group. The first one is the double bond. If there is presence of double bond, we can say it as there is presence of alkene group. If there is triple bond, then we can say it is alkyne group. Then if there is presence of OH, we can call it as alcohol. Then if it is CHO, then we can consider it as aldehyde. If it is COOH, we can consider it as carboxylic. If there is C double bond O, then we can consider the functional group as ketone group. So these are the functional groups which can be identified by looking at their suffixes in the longest carbon chain, that is in the organic compound. What about the naming? See, if we look at the naming part, alcohol, aldehyde, carboxylic and ketone. As we know that in the longest carbon chain, the alcohol is having the suffix of OH. That means it is identified by the presence of OH group. Aldehyde is identified by the presence of CHO group. Carboxylic acid is identified by the presence of COOH group. Ketone, I left here. Ketone is identified by the presence of C double bond O group. But these functional groups are also having suffixes in their naming part. For example, for alcohol, the suffix is OL. OL is the suffix for alcohol. For example, it is ethanol, propanol, butanol, so on. Then for aldehyde, it is AL. For aldehyde, it is AL. For example, ethanal, propanol, butanol, pentanol, and so on. For carboxylic acid, it is oic acid. It is oic acid. The suffix is oic acid. Then it is ethanoic, propanoic, butanoic, pentanoic. Then for ketone, we have ONE. The suffix is ONE. Then it is propanon, butanon, pentanon, and so on. These are the suffixes which are given for the functional groups. The functional groups are alcohol, aldehyde, carboxylic acid and ketone, and these functional groups are identified by OH group in the longest carbon chain. The alcohol is represented by OH group, aldehyde is represented by CHO group, carboxylic acid is represented by COOH group, and ketone is represented by C double bond O group. And these functional groups are also having the suffixes in their naming part. They are having the suffix in the naming part. So for alcohol, the suffix is OL, aldehyde suffix is AL, carboxylic acid, the suffix is oic acid, ketone is having the suffix ONE. So this is a quick revision about the functional group which we have learned in the previous slides. I hope this video is very useful for you to understand all the functional group very easily. If you feel this video is useful, you can share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed to my channel till now, kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification. That's all for this session. I'm signing off. Thank you.